back to the Murdy Creative Co podcast. I'm your host, Colin Murdy, and today's topic is one thing after another. But first, I want to say thank you to everyone who supported the company so far. If you haven't got a chance, go check us out on the web at murdycreative.co. That's M-U-R-D-Y creative.co. Or you can check us out on Facebook and Instagram by searching at murdycreative.co to see the best of our product shots. So all of us keep up to date with our daily photos and be the first one to know about new product announcements. You can also use the subscribe button at the bottom of our website to be included in all of our new product launches. Be sure to check out our laser engraving, personalization options, and exclusive colors on the website, or you can blank one on Amazon Prime. Okay. So, this episode's going to have kind of two halves, talking about two different problems that have arisen recently. First problem, and frankly the one that bothered me the most, was that the press, now that it was in the workshop, needs to get electrified, hooked up to the electric system. I didn't anticipate there being any problems with that, but of course, why wouldn't there be, right? We have problems with everything else. Why wouldn't that be one of them? So anyway, we get the press in. I talk to the electrician and I say, look, we've got to get it hooked up. This is the machine specs that and it wasn't like we hadn't talked about them a little bit, but I sent him the full specs. Here's, all of this. What do I need to buy? When can we get you in? And he looks at it and goes, we might have a problem. Of course, why wouldn't we have a problem? It's always the way it goes. So, what he says is this. He didn't think that there was enough power going to our sub part of the building, because we have a sub breaker. And the bigger issue is that when the machine, it was listed in the machine specs that the startup amperage went from 35 to 60 amps. Now, he was under the impression, and this is part of the way we designed this, that it was going to be 35 to 60 amps every time the press came down and went back up. I was able to call the manufacturer and figure out that's not the case, but we'll get to that part of the story in a little bit. But anyway, what he had said basically was, look, if that's true, this will be too much power for that sub component, which means it's going to need to go all the way back to the main box at the back of the workshop. Now, the workshop is probably 300 feet, maybe 500 feet long. And the amount of power we'd be running would mean that there would be we'd have to use probably aught-6 or maybe number 3 wire instead. And because the panel in the back is a 3-phase wild lag system, which didn't mean a lot to me. It just means that it's more complicated to wire up. And so he thought it was a little over his head and wanted to work with a master electrician. Well, and that turns this project from probably a $1,100 to $1,500 project all the way to a $5,000 project at a minimum, maybe closer to $10,000 when it's all said and done. And it was going to take probably a couple of weeks, minimum. That wasn't good. I was very upset when that happened. And it's been like this for the last 6 months. It's like every time we try to push forward, it's just 2 steps forward, 1 step back the whole way. But regardless, I said, well, look, let's talk to the manufacturer, think on it for a little bit. Maybe some creative solution will present itself, and we'll be fine. Well, the good news is he did just that, and then came back to me and said, look, we've got an option. We're going to upscale the power rather than using a 3 horsepower variable frequency device, which is what the plan was, because that's what the machine takes is 3.5, is we're going to use a 7.5 horsepower VFD. We're going to use single phase power, and the VFD, will compensate for the other 2 phases. All right, works for me. So we are waiting to get those pieces here. We'll wire them up, see if it works. Honestly, I don't have a lot of faith it will, just because nothing ever works. But that being said, who knows? Maybe I might be pleasantly surprised, and it will be straightforward, shockingly. Anyway, that was the first problem of this week. There's some good news that happened this week with all of our people back, with kind of an aggressive production schedule. We've been able to get almost back into a cycle, a system where we are kind of cooking along with our production. I think we're within 10 days now. Our lead time is within 10 days. And I think we might be even within 5 business days by the end of the week, but we'll see. We got a little bit of work to get there, but it's possible that by the end of this week, we'll be doing things from the 18th. Be excellent. Because if we can do that, we may be able to get much further along. Now, one of the reasons why this is so critical is because October thus far, September was not a good month for us. It was a bad month. Partially because we were so far behind, partially because we had so many expenses. And our marketing wasn't working as well as we'd hoped. I think it's getting a little stale, like I've talked about. But regardless, October, because of our illness, because of being 15 days behind, because of a lot of different factors, we have had an abysmal start to this month. And what's really been frustrating about it is that we've been trying since August to run this stupid sale. Normally, we'll run a sale, and normally in February, when we clear out all of the rest of our remaining Christmas inventory, and we'll run the sale usually in July, kind of in prep for the upcoming stuff. This year, because of the fact that we had planned originally to move in August, we decided to hold off on the moving sale until after we moved, because we knew there'd be inventory we'd find. Well, remember, the move didn't happen in October, in August. It happened in September. And because of the move, we were 10 days behind the entire month. And then we got COVID and we were 15 days behind. So we kept pushing the sale off and off and off and off. Now, finally today, or yesterday, I should say, we got it running. But that in and of itself was almost didn't happen. So Tuesday night, we're going to start the sale Wednesday, right? Tuesday night, I'd been working in the workshop. I hadn't had a chance to set up the website for the sale. We'd never run a sale on the website before, so frankly, I didn't actually have a good answer to how. I imagined it would be pretty straightforward because that's almost a universal aspect of running most businesses. So I get home a little early by like 2 o'clock, and I'm like, all right, I'll pound this out. I'll get these products created. I'll get this website page built. I'll get all of the pricing figured out. We'll get it all ready to go so that by the time we're ready to go tomorrow, we'll be good. I discover that unlike Wix, this is an area where Wix is definitely better. Unlike Wix, there's no straightforward way to run a sale in Shopify. I was able to get a mobile application, or not a mobile application. I was able to get an application for Shopify that allowed us to potentially start a sale and time that out and get that going. And that helped. But one of the issues we were having was it wasn't doing the compare to price correctly. The compare to price, which is, you know how there's a regular price that's slashed out, and then there's the current price. The regular price that's slashed out, that's the quote compare to price. So the compare to price wasn't calculating properly. Whereas it would say, for example, our leather bifold wallet, 40% off right now is one of the examples. We've got accessories, imperfects, and then a couple of select pre-engravings that are on sale. But the whole point was that I was testing this with the wallet. So the wallet would normally be $49. With the sale, it's $29 and something or another. The problem is when you try to run the sale the way you would normally run it, what it is that it would say $29.60 / $29.60, and then it would say save $19.40 or whatever it was, right? Well, the problem is it wasn't properly calculating the before price, the regular price. I spent 4 hours that night, Tuesday night, working every part of the problem. I went through all of the applications that affected any of our pricing. I went through all of our different variant software. I went through all of the help situation, all of their help desk, all of the FAQs, everything. No solution. About 11 o'clock at night, I sent an email to the people that did it, because I was able to isolate the problem to our variant software that generates the variants that we have. So I sent a notification, a letter to those people saying, look, this is what's going on. Can you help me fix it? We're trying to run a sale. It's time sensitive. To their credit, I had an email in my inbox by 6 that next morning. I sent that email at like 10:30. By 11 o'clock, I had an email back from them saying, we've sent this to our devs. By 6:30 of that next morning, I had an email in my inbox saying, it should be fixed now. Take a look. And it was fixed. There was a couple of other little minor problems that I was having because the pricing wasn't adjusting properly. At least it was adjusting properly, but it wasn't adjusting the compare to price properly. So I went back to them. I said, this is a follow-up problem. This will work well enough for us for a sale, but we're having this follow-up problem. They came back not even an hour later with, here's what you need to do to fix that problem. We fixed it. So I spent all of that morning, all of Wednesday morning, rewriting some of our variant software to correct for the problem that we had mistakenly put wrong. We were able to get the website page finished building. I was able to get the sale banner up and rolling on the website, get the page, the sub page of the sale page going, and I was able to get the system in place so that the sale was properly rendering and properly generating correctly. There is this small persistent bug that's bothering me. I don't know how to fix it, and I'm going to have one of my programmers look at it. But when you add certain, it only happens the first time that you add a product to your cart. So, for example, we've got our wallets. Our wallets come in a bunch of colors with a bunch of different engraving options, a bunch of different fonts, all the usual things, right? The first time a customer, any customer, adds a specific novel variant, the first time that combination of things has been added to anyone's cart, it goes into the cart and it says $0.00 is what it's charged. When you go to the payment page, when you go to the next page, it's correct. It's the right money, but it puts it in the little cart the wrong way. I do not for the life of me know why. I can't figure it out. But this is one of those things that it's just happens. All of this to say that nothing is ever easy. Nothing ever goes quickly. It's always complicated. It always takes more time. And it's always one problem to the next. But I guess that's life. It's small business. We'll get there. Hopefully this sale will give us a good cash infusion. For those of you looking for Christmas presents, now is the time to buy for sure. We are pretty confident that our supply lines are pretty solid. I don't know if we're going to run out of things this Christmas. I'm concerned about it. I'm very concerned about it. And there's a very real possibility we'll run out of certain things. But I'm not 100% sure we won't, as that's the best I can say. So what I would say is if any of you are thinking, yeah, I'll just wait to get my Christmas presents, now is the time to get them, especially if you're getting accessories. You know, anything like that, you want to get them now. You want to get them taken care of, get the shopping out of the way, get them delivered in advance, because we will not be immune potentially for some of the shortages that are coming down the pike this Christmas across the entire economy of the U.S. And more importantly, and I don't have solid plans for this yet, so this is more of a just to put it on your radar. Inflation on all of our raw materials has hit us hard. We have seen almost all of our raw materials go up in price in precipitous ways. I have been desperately trying to not raise prices on any of our products as best I can. And at the moment, I currently don't have plans to do so. We'll just eat the higher costs for now and hope they go back down soon. However, if they do not go down in the near future, we can't really sustain things with maintaining the prices on the final goods, because we can't, the way that the prices are now and what we charge for the things with the inflation, the way it happened to us, I don't think we'll be able to maintain the company without raising prices potentially if the raw materials don't go back down. I think they will. I'm hoping they will. But this is just the brave new world we live in. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in today. Be sure to check back in next Tuesday for our next topic. And don't forget to check that subscribe button as well. In the notification bell to get notified when we launch new podcast episodes. If you have any questions or concerns about your leather binder, journal, folio, accessory, anything we sell, please feel free to contact us on the main page of our website at murdycreative.co. Or you can contact us via Instagram and Facebook. You can text, email, call, direct message, all the usuals. We'll do our best to get back to you as soon as we possibly can, but we appreciate your patience. If you have a quick question or you want to place an order over the phone, please feel free to give us a phone call at 414-434-9001. You can call us Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. or 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central Time. You can also give us a text message. You can also text us at that number as well, 414-434-9001. If it's out of hours or even during hours and you can't get a hold of us, please feel free to leave us a voicemail. Be sure to include the order number if it's available, and we'll be sure to get back to you as soon as we possibly can. So we do listen to our voicemails and we do respond to them. If you think you deserve it, a good review can go a long way to help us grow our new community. Both a review on the podcast app, whatever you're listening on, as well as a review on the product. If you want to go read our amazing 5-star reviews, go check out murdycreative.co/reviews. You can also leave a great review there on there. There's a button there that says leave us a good review. You click on that. It'll take you to facebook.com/murdycreative.co/reviews. There's a question. Do you recommend the Murdy Creative Company? You click yes. Write out your amazing review. We love them. We read them. They're all going on the wall shortly. They're good encouragement to us. They also help a lot of other people who aren't sure. If there's for whatever reason you'd leave us a bad review, there's another button there on that same page. It says get in contact with us. It is deeply, deeply important to me personally that everyone has a good experience with the company. So give us an opportunity before you leave us a bad review. Please give us an opportunity to make things right. We'll do anything. Refund, recraft, we'll take good care of it if we can. So please, please, please give us that opportunity. And you can reach out to us directly via that button or via our email, sales@murdycreative.co. Word of mouth is the best form of advertising. So please tell your friends and family. If you want a little something for doing that, go check out our website, murdycreative.co. In the bottom left-hand corner, there's the rewards tab. If you click on that rewards tab, there's a shareable link there. Not only do you get 5% back on any in-store purchase as credit when you're logged into that rewards program, but that shareable link, when you share that with your friends and family and they make a purchase, they get $5 off their first purchase and you get $5 off in-store credit. So it's a great way to share and share alike in that regard. If you want to hear more about specific podcast topics, send it my way. I'm always happy to talk about whatever I can talk about, and I want to give you guys what you're looking for. So leave it in the comment below on YouTube or send us an email, sales, @murdycreative.co, to hear more about something specific. If you're looking for multiple binders, journals, folios, anything we sell for gifts, giveaways, menus, really any reason, we do have bulk discounts available on our website. They're built directly into the cart, and it's based exclusively on the total cart quantity. So all you need to do is mix and match your heart's desire, add everything to your cart, and the best discount will automatically be applied. If for whatever reason you don't have a specific quantity in mind, but you're trying to hit a certain price point per item, feel free to reach out to us, sales@murdycreative.co. We'd be happy to talk you through how the bulk discount program works and see if there isn't a certain quantity that can get you to that price point. So feel free to reach out to us with questions and concerns about that. We also have custom engraved items. We have no minimum order quantities and no setup fees. It's just a simple flat fee, normally $15 per item. And that can go down quite a bit with bulk pricing. So it's that $15 fee is if you just want one. If you want to get a whole bunch from that same $15 fee is subject to the same bulk discounts as everything else. And so it'll go down from there. Thank you guys. Oh, if you want something like that, right? If you're looking for a custom engraved item, send us an email, sales, @murdycreative.co. Be sure to attach the image, the design, the logo. And it can't be copyright protected, so it has to be something we have permission to use. Be sure to attach that, include whatever product you're interested in. We'll be able to send you a mock-up as well as a custom order link you can use to purchase. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a great day. Goodbye.